Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your buddy Ramalina, pun perfecter, toy collector, and as always, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm happy to be back. I'm excited to be back. It's definitely been a long time in coming. I think it's been like maybe 2 months since my last video, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit longer, but I had to, take some time off. I had to take a little hiatus from YouTube. It's not to say that I wanted to, but I had to. Things were, occurring outside of the world of YouTube that needed my sort of like undivided attention. My wife was not feeling at all well. She required 2 significant surgeries that definitely took a physical toll on her, and that definitely took a mental toll on her. And of course, if it affects your, spouse, of course it affects, the other spouse. It affects the entire household. So it was definitely a, a difficult time for everybody, but certainly for my wife, she definitely was not herself. But thankfully, fast forward all that time, she's, making progress. She's definitely on the steady incline, and definitely, about to reach her goal. I'd say she's like 75%, back to, where she needs to be. So of course, just a little bit more, will get her over that hump and get her back to where she needs to sort of ultimately be. And of course, when you, things, there are things you definitely take for granted. Obviously, like just doing the mundane, sort of like silly little things from day to day became sort of difficult for her. So during that time, I had to, step up and do the things that I needed to do, sort of, run errands, and definitely, do groceries, and definitely, run back and forth to and from where I needed to go, just to make her life a little bit easier. So, with that being said, I was definitely occupied and definitely busy, and, I didn't ever have, sort of like a time schedule where I could say, hey, you know what, I'm definitely gonna, make a video. But with things sort of progressing the way they needed to be and where they are now, I felt like obligated and inspired to make a video today. So I'm making this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope that I'm able to sort of get back into the swing of things and, create some content weekly or bi-weekly if I can. Of course, my friends, in the YouTube community, and my YouTube buddies definitely do an awesome job of doing that. So guys like Nakama Collectibles, and guys like AJ Collectibles, and guys like Fet's Frequency, and guys like Chase the Dark Sage and Awaken Sage, and all those guys do a stand-up job of creating content all the time. So I definitely want to be like those guys. Definitely bring some more to the table. But with that being said, guys, I'm happy that you're back. I'm excited. Hopefully we can continue to sort of vibe and chat in the comment section. And of course, I know some of you guys, through Instagram, and of course I've met you guys, through live streams. So you guys are rock. You guys rock. You guys are fantastic. I'm lucky. So with that being said, guys, let's get into why we're here, and let's hope you like it. So today's theme will be Superplastic. So of course, guys, as you know, Superplastic is the sort of it toy at the moment, or the it designer name of the moment. So of course, Superplastic does a phenomenal job of sort of commissioning artists, graphic designers, graffiti artists. They do a knock-up job of, sort of like finding, these hidden gems, and finding these talented people to take, sort of their true mascots, because the true mascots are Janky and Gujimon. So Janky and Gujimon are sort of like the template for these artists to sort of, run amok, and they sort of take that sort of template, take those 2 characters, and then they make some cool, different interpretations, variations, and they customize these guys in a bunch of cool different ways. And of course, this is definitely a prime example of what they can do. So of course we have Dremon is the newest character, and Dremon is sort of the inspiration of a UK, artistic team or artistic couple. So it's Mike and Katie Tado. So Mike and Katie Tado, are definitely the sort of the creative inspiration behind this Dremon character. So of course, Dremon is a female character. Of course, it's the janky sort of template. So janky in this interpretation is a girl. So of course, this girl, or Dremon, is part of a motorcycle club. Motorcycle clubs, I guess, from what I read, were a pretty prevalent sort of community back in like the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. I still think it's pretty popular, according to what the article said. So, of course, these bike aficionados or motorcycle aficionados, definitely, have their own sort of aesthetic and their own sort of look. They definitely take these bikes and they customize them, and they sort of like chop them up and dice them up, and they add all kinds of cool bells and whistles, and they definitely have their own like sort of subculture in the Japanese landscape of pop inspired things. Definitely if you want to look that up, I think the Japanese translation of these bike clubs is Ozozuko. So Ozozuko is the sort of bike or motorcycle, inspired, fan clubs. These people just get together, they ride around, kind of like the way you'd see, guys here in the States, jump on an Indian motorcycle and just ride around, or guys like on Harleys, jump on their motorcycles and just kind of like cruise down the road. So definitely the Japanese have their own like sort of take and spin on it. But of course, this character, Dremon, definitely cool. Of course, the box itself looks fantastic. I love the contrasting colors, the pastel greens and the pastel pinks, and the fuchsias and the bright yellows, and there's a lot going on in this box. But of course, as you guys can see, it says Nightcat's team will never stop. And on this particular side, you have the Superplastic logo, of course, with the thunderbolts on either side. On this side, you have the janky name, and of course, you have the Nightcat's logo right here. Very cool. You got the little black cat with the two fangs, so very nice. And of course, at the very top, you have the little cat logo in the background, and of course, you have the Azazusa, or the Nightcat's team, right below that. And Azazusa, from what I saw, is sort of just a feminine sort of name for a girl name. So Azazusa is the sort of interpretation or the actual definition of that from what I saw. So yeah, definitely love the box in every way. Very cool. It's almost like a piece of art itself. I like that very much. But we'll get into the character itself, or the figure itself. So I want to go ahead and like put everything together just to show you guys how amazing this thing looks. But of course, Dremon is part of a motorcycle club, like I stated it before. And of course, when you're part of a motorcycle club, you gotta be badass. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be tough. So this girl, definitely tough. You know what I'm saying? So of course, as you guys can see, she's got the brass knuckles, or the spike knuckles. So this girl means business. She don't mess around. So if you see this girl, you might just want to walk the other way. But definitely a cool little touch with the brass knuckles. I love that. Of course, if you're a street thug, of course, you carry a metal bat. So of course, she's got this black metal bat. Cool little thing over here is you've got the hearts, the three little hearts on the barrel of the bat. Of course, you got the pink tape right here, as you guys can see, on the handle of the bat. And of course, at the very bottom, you've got the little nub, and of course, it's like a little kitty cat. So I'll flip that upside down. So that's a cute little touch that I love very much. Of course, she's got like a white leather jacket, to boot. Of course, on the back, you see the Nightcat's logo. So very cool to see that. Of course, black cat, Nightcat's on the back. Of course, we have these like sort of sunflower themed sort of petals on the back with a heart in the middle, a pink heart. Of course, you see that same design here on the right arm. Of course, the shoes are definitely awesome. I love that the sneaks that she's rocking. Of course, you see the blue and pink laces on one shoe, and of course you see the green and white laces on the other, and of course the soles of the shoes are yellow, a bright yellow, and of course you can see the Tado name at the very bottom. So once again, like I said before, this is an inspiration from Mike and Katie Tado. They're a design team from the UK, so of course from England. So yeah, I mean, if you go onto their Instagram, page, it's We Are Tado. So of course you'll see that these guys are definitely very talented, designers, very talented artists. So definitely cool in every respect. That's what I love about Superplastic, is that they take these artists and sort of like say, hey, you know what? Let's get together. Let's make a commission. Let's see what we can come up with. And of course, they always come up with some stellar stuff to boot. And of course, on the back of the shoe, as you guys can see, it says Yankee Love. So it's all about that Yankee love. Not if you're a Yankees fan. If you're a Yankees fan, yeah, I can't tolerate you. I'm a Red Sox fan all the way, through and through. But of course, if you're part of a motorcycle club, you want to practice safety first. So of course, we have the helmet here on top. Of course, the cool little touch is that it has like this green streak going down the middle. With the streak down the middle, you can kind of see, I'm not sure if you can see it on my phone or not, but it's definitely got a glitter sort of effect to it. So that's a nice little touch. And of course, on the brim of the hat, or close to the brim of the hat, you have the black hat. Of course, you have a little peace sign symbol, throwing up the dubs. Of course, on this side, you have a little sticker that says Highway Star, which I like very much. Of course, right down the middle, you have a little pill capsule. So reminiscent of Dr. Mario. I like that. Very cool little touch. Of course, we have that cute little star right there. And of course, on the back, we have a little troll with his tongue sticking out. And it just says Dremon with the yellow heart down the middle and with the little key lock to boot in the middle of that heart. So very nice touch. And of course, you have the Japanese lettering. And you have these two little ghosts with that little blue heart down the middle. But of course, everything about this screams coolness. Everything about this just definitely looks fantastic and definitely amazing in every way. And of course, as you can see, Dremon has the face mask. So of course, she's practicing good, social awareness. Of course, you're wearing the mask. In this day and age, in this day of COVID, you definitely want to be careful. Definitely want to, take the precautions that are necessary. So she might be a street thug, and she might be a badass, but she's smart. You know what I'm saying? She's taking the necessary steps to not get sick. So, yeah, guys, but this thing looks phenomenal in every single way. I love everything about it. The contrasting colors, of course, before I forget, the name of this Dremon, or this variation, is Toxic Nights. So, I may have not said it initially, but this is Toxic Nights. This does glow, has an amazing glow. I can't wait to show you guys on my Instagram page what it looks like when you do, flare it up and do light it up. It does look fantastic from what I've seen on other people's Instagrams. But yeah, guys, if you can, just comment down below what you thought of this latest, haul, this latest purchase. I'm happy that I'm back, guys. I'm happy that I'm able to upload again and show you guys what I got. It's definitely been a long time coming, but I'm glad to be sort of back in the fold. And if you can, guys, drop a comment. Tell me what you thought. Definitely, I'm gonna, do my best to get back on the wagon and do what I need to do to, inspire you guys to, continue watching. But with that being said, guys, I wish you guys the best. Wish you guys continued health, and of course, I will see you in the next video. All right, guys, you take care.